Hi, welcome back, and it's great that you could join me again today. Still on verse 6 of Psalm 23, let me read it. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Yesterday I spoke on surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, but I want to speak about this one word, follow. You know, it in my mind, it's like, why would God's grace and His mercy, His goodness and His mercy follow me? It just didn't seem to make sense. And so when I looked at the word, this is what the word follow means. It means to pursue, and it means to chase after. And so therefore, that means that the reason why His goodness and mercy is pursuing and chasing after is because the person, the object of the shepherd's love, is on the run or is not accepting to be consoled by the shepherd. And so the shepherd knows that the best thing that he can do is to pursue you with this unfailing covenant love and His goodness, and He knows that that is the very thing that we need, even if we feel what we don't. And so this thought of God's goodness, His absolute goodness, and this mercy, this unfailing covenant love, is pursuing after us, is chasing after us. And you know, it brings me to an event that happened in my life a number of years ago. It was well before I was a Christian, and so I emphasize this, make this very clear. The story I'm about to tell you, I was not a Christian, I was not a saved man, and you know, many of us young guys, we liked fast cars and racing and that sort of thing. And we had this thing going that we would learn these areas, these streets, and you know, rehearse it over again in case we ever were chased by the law. And it became such an obsession toward the end that we went looking for trouble to be chased by the police and thinking that we would be smart enough to be able to outrun them because we knew the area so well. But how many of us know that it's one thing to do it in your leisure, and yet it's another thing to do it when you're under pressure? And one particular night I was under pressure, and I had there's blue lights and red lights flashing. It was just blue lights then, flashing behind me. And when you're under pressure, you don't think the same way. And that happens in life too, that, you know, when everything's going good, we make good decisions and we can make right decisions. But when the pressure's on, sometimes we may falter and not make good choices. And regardless, God's goodness and mercy is then pursuing and chasing after you. And, you know, we've got to stop running and allow God's ministry, the ministry of the shepherd, to minister to us. And at this particular time, I tell you what, no matter what I did, I could not lose these guys. And under pressure, instead of turning a left or a right, I turned the other way and ended in a dead-end street. And the rest is history, as you could well imagine. But I asked the Lord years ago, can you give me a good example of this goodness and mercy chasing after me and pursuing after me? And none better example than this one. And I got the impression, I got this understanding that God's goodness and mercy is not going to give up. It will pursue and chase after us until it finds us and smothers us with this great goodness of God and this unfailing covenant love to restore us, You know, if you feel that you are running from God or hiding from God, if you have quit or resign from any position in leadership or whatever it may be, you know, the answer is not in quitting. The answer is simply this: stop running and allow God's goodness and mercy to catch up with you, and so that He can minister to you and restore you. Because you know what? It's never as bad as it initially seems. And God has an ability to bring you, to make you lie down in green pastures, to bring you beside still waters, because He desires to lead, to heal you and to restore your soul. Amen. So God bless you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.